creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fanhome build the legendary cyborg building Robocop. In this video we'll be completing stage 37 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. enjoy. With every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for stage 37. Look at that. Wow. There's what do you call him? Ken. Robocop 2. So there's a list of the components for stage 37 and the step-by-step instructions. So we are really building up the right leg to match the left leg, and this is where we will be. I think here, yeah, that's where we will be at the end of this stage. Oh, that's a bit freaky. And as always, before I start any build, I always like to make sure that what it says we're supposed to have here, we have in here. My new blade's working really well. It's like a hot knife through butter. They've got a couple of details there. Got a bag of EM screws and this, which is also metal. Okay, so we've got the right hip plate. Then we've got, let me just work these two out now. So we've got this piece here, which is the right inner hip cap, and this is the right inner thigh cap too. So that's cap 1 and cap 2. And we've got a bag of EM screws. So we've got everything we're supposed to have at this stage of the build. We've got our screws, we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So I brought the inner thigh back from the previous video, and as you can see there are two holes there, and one hole here is bigger than that one, and the pins are actually the same. You've got a bigger pin and a smaller pin, and you just match them up and just push them into place like that, and that's the way that goes in there. And then the next thing we're going to do is get this one, and this is the same. You know, without dropping it on the floor. So we've got a bigger hole there and a small hole there, and you just match it up. So there's a small hole there and a big hole there, and you just turn it around and you match the holes with the pins, and you just push them in place like that. No glue, no screws, and there you go. The inner thigh detail. Look at the shine on that, because it is metal. So now that we've done this, we bring the right hip plate in place. If you turn it around, the hole there and a hole there, and they match the holes here and here. And this is how they go together. You line the holes up like that there. They don't push all the way in, because if you turn it around this side, you can see how it matches. So this is the hip bit, and this is the inner thigh, and they actually match. That's really scratched, but I didn't do that. Can you see it? You're not really going to see it anyway, but it's quite scratched, but you can't see it. And you can see where it matches here and here as well, like that. So I'm just going to sit it there, and it's held in place with two EM screws, which are here. And these are the EM screws that we got with this stage. Because because there's only one bag. And then we just need 2 EM screws to secure these 2 pieces together. So I'm going to load one of the EM screws onto the screwdriver, and then I just need to see where it goes. Yeah, so that screw goes in that hole there. So I'm going to start it off with this because it's magnetic. This screwdriver is magnetic. And then the second one goes in that hole there. Like that. And I'm just going to tighten it up with the red screwdriver that I've got here. That came with another build. Just really tighten it up because it is metal. Metal on metal. So you can really give it some welly and tighten it right up. Like that. And that is those 2 pieces. You can see that they're seamless because that's now joined to that. And you can see how the seams are matching. There, like that. That is joined to that. And that is what it looked like when it's finished. And then it shows you here and here. So it's there, you can barely see it, it's just that part, this whole part here underneath that, and that, and that. And we're getting closer to the right leg looking like the left leg. And that completes stage 37 of the build. Like that. See the angle of the hip. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.